Overall, I mean, I think the guys are doing a really good job just grasping the playbook. Um, as you go through it, this is the fifth time that we've gone through it since they arrived here in January. So I'm excited about just how they've taken the mental approach to it. When it comes to just the execution, we do a lot. We do a lot in the offensive room, and so I'm just wanting them to get to that point where, hey, we just iron out the details. We met with those guys, and those guys talked about two things that they really wanted to, hammer home, and one was staying united as a group, and then two was just the details. And so that's where we're at right now. It's just ironing out the details and stuff. I mean, obviously we got a really talented group. It's just a matter of just getting those guys just to understand the system, understanding the decision making process, and all of those things. They got the knowledge of what to do. It's just a matter of how to do it and how to do it consistently.
Taking on the role this year, how excited are you to get promoted and be in this spot, and what will it look like on game day for you? Booth, field?
Okay. Well, first off, man, extremely blessed. Extremely blessed. Being a former quarterback myself, that's always kind of been my goal, is to coach quarterbacks. I've coached running backs, receivers, tight ends, had a brief little stint as a GA, with the big guys up front. So I've done a multitude of different positions, but the goal has always been quarterback coach. And so having this opportunity to step into this role has been phenomenal. And I'm extremely excited about it. I've been working with the guys since we've got here. And then when Coach Corn, stepped away and, I got the opportunity to be promoted, I mean, it was a dream come true. So extremely excited about the new role and being the guy. As what it will look like on game day, it would be very similar for us being on the field. And just having a chance to be right there with the guys, having a chance to, talk to them. That was my role last year. I was on the field in between plays. We sat down, and went over like the drive as it went. Hey, how I saw it, this, that, and the other. And if there was anything that Willie wanted to talk about, I would be that extension for his voice. But I mean, it would be kind of the same role. The only difference is now is just having more of a role in for us. Hey, what we're doing offensively. So extremely excited about that.
Coach talked about the consistency from the quarterbacks in camp so far. He said he kind of wanted to see a little bit more from that. Is that something you've seen from a quarterback's coach perspective, wanting more consistency from them?
Yes. So again, I think knowing what to do, we all know what to do. Again, it's just a matter of the consistency of play after play. We have some highs and lows. We'll make a really good play, a really good check, or whatever it may be, a really good run, or something along those lines, and then we'll come back and we have a bad decision or something like that. But it's just the highs and lows. Again, we understand football is all about, like say, hey, how consistent, and understanding, hey, who can go out there and make the plays and stuff. So that's the biggest thing that we've just been emphasizing is how to stay consistent. And that's just us as a team, but more importantly, definitely the quarterback room, because it's going to go as well as we go, as well as the guys up front. We're the ultimate decision makers. The ball is in our hand a lot, so we got to be consistent in what we do.
If this offense takes the step that it wants to this year, is it just as important what a quarterback doesn't do in this offense than what he does, meaning don't throw it to the other team, don't hold the ball too long? Is that just as important as anything this year?
Yes, but you don't want to, from my perspective as a former player and stuff, you don't want them to be fearful. I think the thing that we're always trying to do is make sure that, hey, we instill, the power and encouragement and know, hey, to be aggressive. One of the things I talk to the guys about is being wisely aggressive. And I think that comes in the form of making the right decision. So I never want to preach fear in them. I want them to understand, hey, trust what you see, go out there and make the play. If I made a decision, explain to me why I made that decision, but I never want them to feel fearful, because if you do that, then those things are going to happen where, hey, they're holding on to the ball too much, and they're doing all of those things. So it's a matter of, hey, trust your preparation and just go out there and play freely.
Purdy's a guy that seems like he's got all the tools, certainly looks the part. He's got some starting experience under his belt. What are some things you want to see out of him, to kind of, take the next couple of steps and maybe be a guy that, separates himself here?
Yeah, I think it goes along kind of in the same field of just the consistency part. When you look at him, he has the arm talent. He has all those things. He hasn't been a runner in previous programs, but he has the ability. He has the burst. He has all those things. You know, he can take the top off of it. Like if he gets the opportunity, you know, he can really run. But it's just a matter of, again, understanding the system. It's a completely different system that he's ever run. Um, Him having to make decisions for his checks in the run game and the pass game and all those things. We run options, so now he has to be accountable and knowing, hey, who's he reading, who's he pitching off of. So there's been a lot put on his plate. And when he first got here, he's like, hey, coach, hey, I'll get it. I'll get it. Just give me some time. You know, it's something that's different for him. But again, I think it's just a matter of just being consistent because, again, he knows what to do. It's a matter of just the reps and doing it consistently because he can make any throw that we ask him to make. It's just a matter of just doing it consistently.
For a guy like Jalen, who's been around in several different programs, what does it mean to have that mental experience in so many different places for the whole rim as a whole?
Yeah, so they've already nicknamed him as Unc in the group because he is a guy that, you know, has had a lot of experience. Starting off at Fresno, going to Texas A&M, and then, you know, being at West Virginia, he has learned a lot of different systems. But I think that has helped him, obviously, coming in and what we do. So having him as a guy that has played a lot of football, and he has a lot of wisdom, and those guys gravitate him. He's kind of like the dad of the room and stuff. He can still joke with you and stuff, but like he'll be one that we started joking and stuff. Hey, all right, let's go. You know, so he has to kind of taken on that father role. But it's good to have him in there because he can give you, especially the younger guys, a perspective of what everything looks like.
The competition at the start obviously takes all the eyes, but last year a lot of guys played, thanks to injuries. Nobody wants to plan for injuries, but do you feel better down the depth chart this year if something like that were to happen to whoever?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The room is extremely talented. It's top to bottom. You know, when you look at older to you and the younger guys in Jake and Ethan Houck, you know, everybody has the ability to go out here and really execute the offense on a high level. Like you don't worry about if this guy plays, you know, do I have to call more RPOs or whatever it may be? Or, you know, if this guy plays, like I can call more the option. Like everybody has the ability and the talent to go out there and do the whole offense. So if something were to happen, you know, I feel like we're in a really good spot where it'll be a next man up mentality and everybody will have, you know, the utmost confidence in whoever that guy may be.
With that many guys and that much experience, do you feel, I want to say the need, but like the desire to want to create certain packages for other, if this guy doesn't win the job,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we've got this set of plays that we can maybe on a given drive, do you foresee, we saw a little bit of that last year, right?
Yes.
Do you foresee something similar to that playing out this year?
Off the top of my head, I think we shouldn't have to from that standpoint because I think that, again, like everybody has the ability to do it. And I think as a quarterback, you always want to make sure you're within flow, you're within, like I say, a good rhythm. And, you know, no disrespect, when you have to play two quarterbacks, you know, as a player, quarterback that's done it, you kind of get out of your rhythm sometimes, you know. So I feel like whoever it may be, we're going to feel comfortable in, hey, him being able to do exactly what we need him to do. And you shouldn't have to create those packages. But if something were to happen, you feel good about the next man coming in. So I don't think we should have to do that.